Who goes there? Are you here to see the children? Oh, my sweet. I lost them all before they even got here. The Queen. She wants nothing to do with... I've fallen so far from her good graces. Maybe when she sees them, even as they are... My little flowers, they die and die. Poor little things. They deserved so much. Really? You'd do that? I need them close. If I could keep that one promise I made to my sister. Let me think. Let me think. Renaud, the Crown Prince, loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the garden. Little Noah, covered in blood. His mother would... Oh, and Hugo. Such a sweet...
He's gone. Young Prince Renaud. The midwife who will wring my neck with her bare hands. I can't. No, I won't go back to her like this. Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the void. And then he was gone. He just stepped in like it was the most natural. Are you mad? You're not being... Oh, surely. Or no, wait. Better they don't. But I wish you luck. Remember, everything you do...
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be keeping me under their heel? The firstborn of the king and queen. A proper little princeling. Almost grown, though life has never tested me thanks to the comfort I was raised in. Which is why I'm full of whims. Why I think only of trivialities. Why I'm just a gilded youth, unable to appreciate what I have. I won't bother listing everyone. Don't take it personally. You're not that special. Nobody is. I just wanted you to leave me alone. But as always, everything in this house proves hopelessly useless. Any form of service, flawed and feeble. They lack competence. Next time, I'll find a deeper despair and an emptier... Mother won't be pleased with how miserably the court servants perform their duties. Well then, we can skip pedagogical lectures, as I know you'll... And later, I'll try to... Spare yourself the trouble. You're the Queen's little lapdog.
You found the young master. Joy, here, take...
She stitched them into her... A mother should not outlive...
Pause. No, not pause. Pause in the letters. I write only letters to Paul. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. In Sagramor's arms. Once, me in Bor's arms. These, all of them, letters to my beloved. Once upon a time, there lived a young maiden named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. She hoarded treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty. Cursed to feel nothing for eternity, Claire, the youngest and gentlest of the sisters, moved quietly through the cold, unchanging halls. Her beauty was, too, untouched by age or hardship. Yet unlike her sisters, Claire possessed a secret, a flicker of defiance against the curse that gripped their land. Her heart remained free, protected by a force beyond. It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart. Working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun. He paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks, but a deep foreboding stirred in her stomach, for she knew there would never be another man who could claim her heart so completely. From that day forward, she rode past the feet. Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower. Forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window, she spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. In the days of King Sagramore, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. Locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, a faint voice joined his song. Her spirit unbroken despite her captivity. I was writing something. Yes, Bors. Really? I longed for my own Sagramore. I craved love, true love, a beloved. Here, you've read these notes on the stacks of paper. Strange. My sister, she's the caregiver. She wanted Sagramore. She wanted the crab. She does. She holds the power of the men here. She has everything. She has no desire for love. She wants... It's at the very top. Enough. She sees all, hears all.
She stitched them into her prayers. She stitched them in.
Why did you kill me? I didn't want to. Mom, she used to call me Little Fish. Sometimes, once, during a bath, I cried that the water was too hot. So she pushed me for... Mama is the most important one. She... Father. Father is the... Then, I was here.
They are here. All of them. But maybe now we can. My sister's reign must end. She thought she could forge fate with power, but she was wrong. Yet we are the ones.
Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience with the king? As you wish. It will open the doors leading to the throne room. Oh, and you, please, don't forget. That's all I could do.
Change. You have been noticed. I was chosen to extend you an invitation to speak. But first, you must let me show you something beautiful. The mycelium. Do you agree? Splendid. Your arrival brings me joy. It means the true natural order, balance, death and life, regardless of the decision you make, I will still be, in one form or another. Your arrival has sparked real change in this place. For the first time in centuries, but I want you to understand what you will bring about. The curse of this place will be lifted. However, with its disappearance, all the inhabitants of this place will... There is, however, an alternative. You will go to my home, the place that is my core, and you will take a part of me. When the time is right, you will place me within the body of the unfulfilled King Sagram. I will take control of this place through the bodies of the royal couple. This is the only way it can be. The king and queen are inextricably linked to the origin, the present, and the potential future of this place. My growth will be slow, but eventually I will encompass everyone. The new kingdom will be a common good. I cannot force this decision upon you, but after you complete your task, this place will die with all. So then, what is your choice? There will be no other opportunity for this conversation. Wonderful. When the moment comes, plant us within the king's breast. Let him finally rest. We shall take this place. Thank you, on behalf of the inhabitants of this place.
Why did you refuse to simply bow? You could have served me for eternity. Wouldn't that have been beautiful?
Gone, is she? Gone from one eternity straight into another. Oh, how I wish we'd had one more day. A proper one. Marked by the sun setting on us forever. Once, I dreaded it. The relentless passage of time. And now, all that's left is tomorrow. And all our yesterdays have lighted food away to dusty death. Fear not, till mushrooms take the place of your heart. And now mushrooms grow in my chest. The king is dead. Long live. Now it all ends. The lofty dream, the endless torment, and the fruits of our vanity. What we leave behind is a monument to our own foolishness. There will be no legends told of this place, for it is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and signifying nothing. And this is for you, the reason for your visit to this cursed court. You may leave now. Your audience is over. Shall become us.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else? That's wonderful news. Believe me, for a favor like this, Camelot will knight you the moment you set foot in the capital. For now, though, you'll have to settle for this rather hefty purse. Now we'll inform Yvain that everything is ready. We're packing up the Menhir and heading for Camelot, and anyone with any sense will come along with us. I saw Yvain wavering in his decision, but without any hope of awakening the Menhir in Connacht, all of his efforts were in vain. Let's meet in the audience chamber. We have to see the look on his face for ourselves.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
Help a soul out on your journey.
The less attention, the better.
I wasn't.
It's over, Lord Yvain. The time has come to take.
Is fading, and nothing can stop that. I haven't yet exhausted every means to bring it back to life.
And how exactly do you plan to do that, huh? Your druid is useless, and I've never heard of any way to restore a Menhir's power other than Merlin's old rituals.
You're right. The rituals are lost, but the Menhir stays where it is. At least until I return from the expedition for the Holy Grail. That is Camelot law. An ancient one that neither you nor any of the Knights of the Round Table can break.
What? So you've really thought this through. But hear this. If the Menhir's power is completely depleted, we'll have no choice. Protecting the lives of Camelot's subjects takes precedence over any holy mission. That's...
I am aware. But you have no authority to order a return to Camelot until the Menhir has complete... I know the old laws, Denholm. That's why I choose to evoke them. I will lead an expedition to find the Holy Grail. Such is my will.
Well, if that is the will of the Lord of Connacht, then Camelot will have no choice. They're in for a surprise. Stay and see if you can talk some sense into him. If he's set on this expedition, well...
I'm sorry you had to witness that. You heard what Denholm said. For as long as I lead the expedition for the Holy Grail, once again, I need your help, and I'm prepared to grant whatever you... People I can trust. Those prepared to share the burden of this quest for the Grail. I can't command anyone to join me. They must come, otherwise the expedition is doomed. And, as you've likely noticed, I'm not exactly beloved by my... I have no idea, but I also have no other choice. I owe it to my people. Those who still believe, my only regret is that I acted so late. If we fail to return with the Grail in time, the people of Connacht will be forced to... I suppose I brought it on myself with my indecision. When Camelot came and began pillaging, at the time, I thought I had no choice. If I refused Camelot's forces, I risked bringing war to Connacht, but I also couldn't bring my... You can't live your life trying to balance on the fence. But that's exactly what I did. I hoped... I would start by looking among the most trusted and eldest members. Our priestess, Niante, possesses unparalleled talent in healing. Then there's Urfa, a skilled blacksmith who was once a formidable warrior. If not, you might also speak with Maggot. Since the two of you have been through so much together, he may not be thrilled by the idea. It's hard to say, and that only proves how much I've lost touch with my own people. Still, try to approach them with kindness. They all have that demon. Thank you. And believe me, and whether they agree or not, I will set out for the Grail.
Stay out of trouble. You startled me.
What do you want?
I know. I'm the one who suggested it. Yvain can count on me. After everything that... Tell Yvain I'll... Go with her.
Beor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is barely beat.
What do you need? I'm forging a new heart. It's easier for me to grow. So far, all my attempts have failed. None of those hearts had the spark a forged replace. There's a legend about the Stone Wardens. It tells that they could... Sadly, I don't know much more than that. Well, since the Stone Wardens are all Dalriata, a Dalriata selling books, I was planning to ask her about the legends myself, but maybe... Thank you. I remember I managed each morning. Come back.
Oh, and where'd you...
didn't know our stories had traveled so far. The camel, but I suppose a tale about creating a heart in the fires of a forge is something. So, aye, that's the way of it. They drain every joy, I'm sorry your friend bears that. He used iron, didn't he? Iron's too brittle. To forge a heart, you need metal that is alive. You need a metal. Twice. Once for a man whose wife's heart had been frozen by an ice weaver. He feared it would shatter, so I made her a new one. The other, well, it beats in my beloved's chest, as his beats in mine. Both forged in the same fire. Bound to the forge as much as to... Aye, it's the only metal fit for such a task. But weird steel alone isn't enough. Bring me those and I'll forge the heart. After that... Good. Give me a moment to find... I haven't lost my touch. Here, your friend will have a strong, beautiful heart. At least in terms of craftsmanship. The rest is up to you. The art... Life, of course. But we'll talk about that when you return. Well, there are two ways. Through death, or through... You can pour some of your own life into the art. It'll weaken you, sure, but I'd say some sacrifices are worth. Besides, I believe it will give you another kind of strength. Something far more valuable than what you've lost. No, of course not. You can fill it with the life of creatures you kill, but it'll take... And I can't say what effect it'll have on Bayor. Then he'll have a cold lump of steel in his chest. If you want to fill it up with the energies of things you kill, just hold it up. It will collect life, and at some point, will give you a sign that it's beating again. Come to me and I'll bind life to the heart. If you decide to fill it with your own energy, just tell me. Either way, come back with either a full heart or when you make up your mind.